just wanted to say that the physical release of my webcomic Unfamiliar is up for pre-order right now. Hey everybody, it's LavenderTowne. And today I asked people on my Discord to give me a text description of their OCs, and I wanted to try to draw them based on only that and then reveal what they actually look like at the end. So this first description that I picked is from Singing Gamer 101, and the description is a human polar bear hybrid with an outfit built for winter, who has hair tied into a long blonde braid with blue streaks and 3 milky white eyes. This is exactly the kind of description I was kind of hoping for, but I left it vague on purpose so we get some variety in the challenge. So one of the things I really like about this is that it's vague, but it's specific at the same time. Like a human polar bear hybrid is relatively specific. An outfit built for winter, like it tells me a lot, but it also tells me like nothing about like what they're actually wearing, just that it would be suitable for cold weather. So I really wanted to focus on the polar bear aspect, and the hybrid terminology almost started to make me think of like furries or anthro characters, so I kind of leaned a little bit more of that direction, but since they didn't specifically say it, I also didn't want to go too far in that direction. It was honestly really difficult. I have no idea what this character actually looks like, anything about the colors other than the hair and the eyes, but I figured since it's a polar bear hybrid person that I would try to keep it mostly to things that polar bears have and aspects of polar bears. So I wanted to give her sort of a more like pear-shaped body, I guess, more of a bear-shaped body maybe. And I thought that she should have dark skin because polar bears actually have completely black skin underneath their fur, and I thought if I was going to keep her outfit mostly pale, I thought that it would be cool contrast as well, and only her face is really showing as far as skin, whereas everything else either has fur or hair or outfit covering it. And then the milky white eyes, I thought that was a super interesting detail. I played around with it a bit just to try to get that like milky opalescent sort of look to it, and her little feet and legs are fully polar bear, as well as her little paws. I honestly really like how she turned out. She turned out kind of spookier than I expected. I was actually going for something sort of cute at first, but with the super extreme colors and everything, she ended up looking kind of mysterious, like some kind of polar bear oracle. I also gave her little moles and stuff on her face just to add a little interest. So this is what she ended up looking like. I gave her a little steamy breath. I almost forgot to add in the blue streaks, which would be quite embarrassing since there wasn't that much description, so it would be bad to miss anything. So here's my final result. Let's see what she actually looks like. Alright, it's time for the reveal. Here is Singing Gamer 101's actual OC. I have no idea how close I got, but I'm very eager to find out. Bam. Oh, okay, she's really cool. Okay, I guessed right that it was a female character, I think. The eye is in totally a different place than I was expecting. She looks really cool. I love the legs. I was actually right about the legs being furry, and I was right about the little black nose. The colors are a little different than what I went with. I didn't think about the winter wear being dark, but she looks so cool. I love this huge puffy like part at the end of the braid. I definitely went with like a more platinum icy blonde too. This is a much more like true blonde. So yeah, she definitely looks different, but I really love this design. I hope that you enjoy my take on your character, Singing Gamer. Yeah, I love your OC. Thank you so much for participating in the challenge. Next up, we have a submission from Rat. Ah, I love your name, by the way. So all you said about your OC was, there's probably a high chance that Lavender won't see this since there are so many submissions. But here you go, a Valentine's delivery Cupid who delivers love letters. That's all I get. So obviously that's not a lot. So I was very eager to give this a try. The less description means the less accurate it'll probably be, but it does mean I get more creative freedom. So at first my impulse was to do like a super flirty girl character. So I wanted to like push against that and try to draw a boy. I don't draw a lot of guys in my videos, so I'm trying to push myself to do that more. So my main design focus with this Valentine's delivery Cupid was a vintage uniform uniform for the postal service, the like American postal service, that had this really cool like dark blue cape, as well as this almost kind of police looking hat that apparently they used to wear. So I put together this little uniform. I think he looks very cute and very handsome in it, and to really up the like flirty Valentine's Day vibes, he doesn't have anything like any shirt on under his cape, so he definitely looks a little bit more I don't even know, he looks more like, I guess cupids are mostly naked too, so that's why I like thought he should be showing a little more skin. And then I did these little heart chains on his hat and on his shoulders, and I tried to keep the colors really simple. I wanted to stick with this like navy blue color almost throughout the whole thing to really give that like postal service vibe, with a brown for the bag and the shoes, anything that would be made out of leather. And then I wanted a super delicate wing with white on the outside and pink on the inside. I just thought that was so cute. I really love like very pale pink and white together for a Valentine's Day motif, so that's kind of what I went with. And I just tried to make him look really like almost kind of demure, I guess. And yeah, I'm like, honestly, I have no idea if I'm close at all. I don't know the gender of this OC. I don't know any of the like design like motifs or anything, so this is truly like an actual challenge. This is probably the most vague description that I got, or at least of the ones I picked, and I did try to pick them mostly at random. All right, here we go. This one I'm really curious about. I truly have no idea if I was even remotely close. Let's click. Okay. I got it so unbelievably wrong. So this character is super cute. I love this little heart cutout on the little crop top. This is such a different design aesthetic than what I ended up going with. It's more like almost kind of like kawaii, like fashion. It's giving kind of like an idol kind of vibe. And the colors are just spectacular. I absolutely love them, especially around the knees. It's almost kind of impressionist looking. These like cotton candy wings in the back are just super adorable. So I feel like I may have failed you, but I hope that you enjoyed watching me take a crack at the prompt at least, and thank you so much for submitting. Our next OC prompt comes from Mimsy Fizz, and the prompt says, gonna repost here, a short 17-year-old boy who loves Victorian Gothic, Lolita-esque fashion, lavender, and researching psychic phenomena. So for this character, I immediately started thinking about a sort of studious type boy. I was a little torn about the Lolita-esque fashion or Victorian Gothic. I ended up going in sort of like an OG route, which is like more the boyish form of Lolita, and I hope that that's kind of correct. The hair was giving me trouble for a while, and the expression actually as well, but I ended up being really happy this one. But once it was done, while I was working on it, I kept having issues. So I drew a little Fresno Nightcrawler next to our studious little studier of psychic phenomena. I guess I kind of turned him into more of a cryptozoologist now that I'm rereading the prompt. I guess psychic phenomena kind of includes that, but isn't limited to cryptids necessarily. But anyway, that's the direction I went with him. I tried to make him look sufficiently young while not looking like a literal baby, because he is 17. And I gave him sort of this, like Victorian style, like stand-up collar with a little ribbon. These like shoulder pieces, I liked them for a while. I ended up keeping them, but I'm not sure about them. Looking back on it, I don't know. They're okay. I'm sure that they're not on the actual character design, but I felt like he needed a little more pizzazz up there. And I really wanted him to have like statement glasses. Specifically the way that Mimsy Fizz describes this character as liking these fashion styles and not like being from that era made me want to modernize a couple elements just so that he doesn't like look like a Victorian boy, but instead someone who's interested in that fashion. So I gave him a few little modern elements. The glasses in particular, the like skull shaped glasses, are definitely kind of a weirder take, I guess. It's not really represented in the prompt, so that was definitely a bit more artistic license on my part. But I was really trying to make him seem like a teen if that makes sense. And I gave him tons and tons of little details with this little border brush. I really love using this border brush. Whenever I feel like my characters are looking a little flat or weak, I can just add in a bunch of detail with a border brush, and then all of a sudden it looks a lot more intricate, sometimes too intricate. This one did not have any color instructions, so I decided to just pick a dominant color of red and then have a couple like off bits, mainly the hair. I tried to make the hair look kind of lavendery colored, but every time I record on my screen tablet versus in my video editing program, it always looks slightly off, so it looks kind of more bluish in the recording. I really don't know why. I also realized that him liking lavender could mean the flower, in which case I should have put like lavender sprigs on him somewhere. I'm not sure. But regardless, once I put in the warm shading, it did start to look a little more purple. That's the magic of shading, giving colors a slightly different appearance. And I mostly just tried to give him like a pretty reddish sort of shading, and I just wanted him to look really whimsical and fun and fashionable. That's really the direction I went. I mean, when I think about a teenage boy like having fashions that he actually cares about, I feel like his fashion sense is probably off the charts. And I really wanted his glasses to look a little glowy. So here is the final product. Let's check out what this character actually looks like. All right. It's time. Let's take a look at Mimsy Fizz's actual OC. Oh, okay. He looks a bit younger than I expected. I was right about the shorts though. I'm guessing that Mimsy meant lavender the color, because lavender is really shown throughout. I should have taken that note a little bit more seriously. But he looks really cute. I like the freckles. I didn't pick up on the freckles. This art style is really adorable. I like how exaggerated and chunky it is. I definitely feel like my character has a slightly different vibe, probably because of those ridiculous glasses that I gave him, honestly, which were not in the prompt. But regardless, even though my character looks nothing like this, I really hope that you enjoyed watching me take a crack at it, Mimsy Fizz, and thank you so much for submitting your OC for us to take a look at. Our next secret OC comes from Fukuroko, and the prompt is this. A younger VTuber based off an owl, mostly a brown color with white color clothes over black. I like that we have a lot of color direction here, but not a lot of direction outside of it. Particularly the term younger. Younger than what? I kind of took notes from the VTuber concept. That was one of the things that helped the most, because that to me says sort of more anime styled, and younger, I'm thinking maybe this is like a chibi style character. If they look kind of like cute and like babyish, that could be the direction that we go with it. So I tried to go for like a more chibi anime style with this one. And for the based on an owl, I had to look up some owls and decide what kind of owl I wanted to sort of use as my primary avian muse for this character. I ended up going with like a burrowing owl, just really, really small and cute. And I love that a lot of owls have this specific shape to their face. So I tried to sort of structure it out with her bangs. They have, you know, like that binocular shape on their face, particularly like barn owls, but a lot of owls actually have it. So that's what I went with. That's why she has kind of like a weird like bangs widow peak, because I'm trying to, you know, make that shape with her face. And I put little like wings on the side of her dress. A lot of VTubers have a pretty like girly cutesy style, so I gave her like this puffy little lacy dress. And I just put a masking layer of like a medium brown color over all of her, and then started adding in brown accents. Mostly brown is pretty clear, with white clothes and black underneath. I basically gave her like a little like black shorts and like a black shirt, and then we have this more like frilly, less utilitarian outfit over top. And I gave her, because her skin's a bit darker, I gave her a more like purplish kind of blush. I just thought it looked extra cute and popped out a little bit more of this otherwise very monochromatic palette. I had to give her a little something to pop out. I was tempted to do like a yellow eye, just because I was looking at all these reference pictures of beautiful yellow-eyed owls, but I felt like it was too distracting and not cute enough. So I went back to the basic black eye, and I think she turned out pretty adorable. But again, I really don't know if this is even the right vibe. I had really no idea. So let's take a look. All right, for our penultimate OC of the video, let's see if I was even remotely correct with Fukuroko's character. Wait, she's beautiful. Oh my god. She definitely looks like a VTuber. I was totally wrong with like the super chibi mode. But this character is so cute. Hold on, I gotta zoom in. I should have been doing that the whole time. She's adorable. I actually love this like style of shirt. And the white clothes over black makes a lot of sense. It's actually black all the way down. She's pretty detailed and definitely more of a realistic anime style than the like super deformed version that I was going with. She does have, so the owl that she seems to be based on is a great horned owl, I would guess, just by this shape up here. Like these look like the tufts that are at the top of a great horned owl's head. I almost went that direction. I think I over-focused on the term younger and built everything around her being like small and like fluffy kind of character. Whereas this character is a bit more on the elegant side. She does have yellow eyes as well. That would have been the right way to go with it. Ah, man. Well, I think she looks really great. She's a great character design. I definitely went in a completely different direction. She kind of, my version of this character kind of looks like the baby sister or the child of the actual character design. So yeah, regardless, I really hope that you enjoyed my attempt at drawing your character. And this is the final one. So here are all of the OCs with all of the versions that I did, I guess. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. It was kind of an experiment. If you like it a lot, I might do a part 2 and then I can get to some of the other ones. There were quite a lot. I hope that nobody's overly disappointed if they didn't get picked. I was only able to do 4 OCs out of literally hundreds that were submitted, but I really appreciate all of you guys for being good sports and playing along with this idea. And yeah, I hope if you guys end up liking the video, we can do some more. Thank you to my wonderful patrons, including Liv, Salty Jackrabbit, Fukuroko, Noose Milk, Raven's Crow, Saucelot, Harold Bird, Jabber Dabber Doo, Gender Was Stolen, for Spookable. Ah, it's Jamal! Kay, Rodrigo, Mumo, Kadaria, Deadly Nightshade Art, Astral Fox Art, Lily Allure, The Expressive Poker Face, Tsubaki, Michael Lavally, Cutie Pie, Rune Raincrow, Rainwater Pearls, Ice Cream Pal, Cola, JJ Jade, and of course, Blah Blah Blah.